supernaturally effective than anything else, because here is the foundation of the whole thing. So the very first thing that Jesus taught when he got down to the practicalities of life, after setting up the framework that we patiently worked our way through to come to this point, he said, I'm going to say to you now, you've heard it said you shall not kill, but I'm saying to you, whoever is angry, let's go over it again, whoever is angry without cause is in danger of the judgment. Whoever says raka, or you idiot, or speaks insultingly or ungraciously, is in danger of the council. And whoever calls your brother a fool is in danger of hellfire. Let's stop there and let's discuss that. They're Jesus' own words. And if we're disciples of Jesus, we've got to do whatever it takes to be able to live out of that way of life.
Is there a place for that? Anger with cause?
Yeah, with cause is righteous.
Well, that's with cause. Anger is only justified when God's honour is at stake or when someone else is being wronged.
There is no anger without cause. Anger arises most commonly from a perception of injustice. So it's almost impossible to be angry without thinking you're right. Who's ever been angry and not thought they're right? The vast amount of anger that is around is where people have a sense of just cause. Anger doesn't exist without a sense of just cause. So because we believe we can be angry with cause, we have now managed to sidestep what Jesus said.
We said just cause.
Yeah.
They're driving along and they cut you off. That's a just cause to be angry.
Anger happens when our expectations aren't met. So it's all about me, me, me. You know, like my expectations haven't been met. Instead of looking a bit outward and seeing the whole situation as it is.
But let's come to grips with what this thing called anger actually is. What is it? What is actual anger so that we can deal with it? Jesus said that we've got to love our enemies. The Bible also says, be angry but sin not. Be angry but don't sin. So it's not saying that anger itself is wrong.
Because to be angry with another brother, like, with another Christian, it's really not good at all. Perhaps worse than being angry with, a person that's not a believer.
People that you're closer with, they can hurt your feelings. I think for me, anger mainly comes up. In fact, it even happened this morning driving here. We had a little front seat incident between myself and my wife, but it was more of a hurt feelings,
Why don't we delve into that one?
Kiss him my cup.
I find that anger is an emotion. So sometimes our anger comes up before we can sort of say, who am I going to be angry with or not angry with?
I don't know whether in my life I've ever been angry for being caught out. I've been very embarrassed and very angry at myself, but I've not been angry for being caught out somehow, some way. That emotion's never ever happened to me. There must be some sort of motive or some sort of trigger, because I still know that I get angry. So I know that I take offence. I know that there's some wounding in my life that at times I will react to, but always I will feel the conviction of the Spirit that I have, I have sinned, and I'll repent.
Well, for me, anger is a very strong emotion, which comes out from the heart, and it's a heart thing. It's a heart issue, so it's a very, very strong emotion. But what's its root cause? I'm not 100% sure.
Something else. Anger's not really the first place. anger's not mainly the first place, it's a symptom in some cases.
Like frustration.
It builds up to it.
It comes up. So that's when you go to anger, that's not what you're dealing with. You're going down to the base thing of what you're unconscious of, what you said before, you're subconsciously triggered by. So anger is a flag sometime of another type of emotion.
I think the reality is that we as Christians have to learn the skills of love, and because we value love, we are prepared to learn those skills. And therefore, in humility, we will set about learning the skills of how to be effective in love and grace and kindness to each other. The first lifestyle issue immediately addressed in the scriptures is the issue of anger and its management.
And so for me today, it's just made me realise how much the small things are the big things.
Yeah, I've always had a bit of a problem with anger myself, and I think it's something that I've got to work on, you know.
I've never considered myself to be an angry person, but I think very often there's been suppressed anger.
Just think these disciplines of anger could prevent more serious activities, negative activities down the track.
Many testimonies where sworn enemies become best of friends when they work through issues, and anger can actually be a gateway to greater blessings if you know how to face it, address it, tackle it, and come through that.